I can see her lying back in her satin dress, in a room where you do what you don't confess. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. Sundown, you better take care if I find you've been creeping round my back stairs. She's been looking like a queen in a sailor's dream, and she don't always say what she really means. Sometimes I think it's...
Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I'm going out with a bang. Westy 12. A day late, so I apologize. Whew, this thing's very carbonated. Oh, love me some Westy 12. So, I know I've been kind of scattered in doing these. This will definitely be the last one for a while. And you'll see later, I got a little bit of brew footage a couple of weeks ago, or actually it was a week ago, a little over a week ago. I did a October, oh, by the way, cheers. I did a Oktoberfest brew, because I'm going to let that thing sit in my, actually, well, I'll talk about it in a minute. I won't be brewing for a while. Unfortunately, my wife talked me into going to a podiatrist and getting my foot checked out because it's been giving me a lot of problems. So I went in expecting to get foot massages and, you know, some inserts, and the doctor took one look and said, nah, you're jacked up. You've only got one option. We got to like rebuild your foot from scratch. So Tuesday I will undergo some pretty significant reconstruction surgery on my foot. So I'll be out of the net for a while. I'll be non-weight bearing for like, I think I'm going to be kind of loopy for a few days, and then I'm going to be, you know, after the first week I have to get a hard cast, and they're doing all kind of stuff. They're putting cadaver bones on my foot and all kind of stuff. So won't be able to do any brewing for a while. Thank you for the tip, Wally. I've got one of those little knee scooters now. So no brewing for a while. So I figured if I'm going to be off my feet for a while, might as well have an Oktoberfest ready to put in the keg so it can lager for like 6 weeks. So I did the brew day. And I'll show some footage here. Man, this thing is carbonated. I love Belgian beers. And I did a pressure ferment at room temperature for the Oktoberfest. It fermented out probably in 3 or 4 days. It got down to, it's going to be a 5, yeah, like a 5, man, what did I say it was going to be? I have to go in there and look. I think it's going to be about a 5.2% Oktoberfest, which is perfect. 5.2, 5.3, something like that. It got down to 10.07, and it went in at 10.51. Yeah, whatever that equates to. It's in the right range for a Oktoberfest. So maybe it's like 5.9. I think it's like 5.96%. I think it's 5.96%. I think is what it came out to. And it tastes pretty well. Tastes pretty good, and it's a little carbonated. Cool thing when you take a sample out of the pressure fermenter, it's kind of carbed. You know, it was about 12 psi when I took it out. You gotta let the foam die down, but it's pretty carb, so you can get a good idea of what it's going to taste like, albeit at room temperature. So anyway, by the time I get back on my feet, I'll be able to enjoy. It'll be time for Oktoberfest, so it should, you know, have lagered in there in the tank for a while. Oh, I got my results back from National Homebrew Convention, or the National Homebrew Competition. I wasn't really pleased with the scoring sheets. I didn't do very well. I got like 2. I guess now they do stars system. I got 2 stars out of 5. I think though, it's not because it was a bad beer. It just didn't match. I picked Czech Pilsner, and I've never brewed a Czech Pilsner before, and both the judges said, hey, it's got mineral qualities and the water is off, the water chemistry's off. You know, as far as the qualities of the beer, they good clarity, it was like straw gold, had good head retention, good carbonation, high drinkability. I mean, I got all good marks as far as the beer itself, but the style. So I think the style, they've said doesn't fit style, so I think that kind of dropped me down. But it would have been kind of good to see if it wasn't a style issue, and maybe I should just put Pilsner and not a Czech Pilsner. So maybe I'll keep that and then put it in again next year. Although I only got 2 score sheets back. It looks like they rushed through them, and there wasn't a whole lot of descriptions on it other than the water. It almost seemed like they kind of synchronized their score sheets. Like somebody went back and talked to the other guy. Oh yeah, So I don't know. I just wasn't very impressed with the score sheets. They weren't very thorough as they've been in past years. So, but I'll probably do the same beer again next year, put it in, and maybe put it in as a regular Pilsner and not a Czech Pilsner, and it'll be interesting to see the difference in the scores and see if I advance to another round. So, other than that, this will be the last, man, I love West E12. Highly recommend it if you've never had one. Some people regard this as the best beer in the world. Yeah, it's pretty damn good. I don't know if it's the best beer in the world. It's pretty good. It's a really, really good Belgian. I used to really love this beer, and I don't quite like it as much as I used to. But it's still really good. One of my good friends gets one of these. Send it to him already. So anyway, I think that's all I got. Kind of a scatterbrained Homebrew Wednesday. Not very long. Just wanted to pop in and say hi and bye. And if you've got me on social media, send me a note over the next few weeks. I'm gonna probably need some company virtually, so to kind of keep from going crazy. I'll probably be off from work for about a week, and then I'll start teleworking again. And at some point, I'll see if I can venture out with that like knee scooter and see if I can, get in the office and do some work. That'll be interesting. It is a building that's built for the disabled folks, so I shouldn't have any problem. But anyway, have yourself a happy homebrew and have a very, very happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Okay, so I'm looking for actually, let me fix that. I'm looking for a mash temp of 150. There we go. And got the recirculation going. It is brew day at the Dean's List. Well, that was quick. Got up to 150 in like a minute. That was awesome. Okay, first runnings of Oktoberfest. That's a pretty good color, I think. I've mashed it at 150, and first runnings was 1080. That's a little lower than I expected, but we'll see. Hey, what's going on? Brew Tube. It's been a while. It's a brew day. I'm doing it's actually my last brew day for a while because I'm going to have surgery in a couple of weeks, so this is the last hurrah. It's an Oktoberfest. I figure, it'll be lagering for a couple of months, so by the time I'm ready to drink it, it'll be Oktoberfest time. This is a Irish Red. Hope you can see it's, nice little Irish Red color. Call it Peter's Pantry. Call it Peter's Pantry because I brewed it on Easter, Peter Cottontail, and I brewed it with just all the leftover grains I had in my pantry. I looked at the leftover motley crew of grains I had, and I said, I could make and I had some rinsed or recovered yeast from the conical from the last Irish ale that I did. So I said, I'll just do another Irish Red, and it worked out pretty well. Ended up being 7.2%, so it's a pretty big Irish red. It's tasty. All right, so I'm brewing Harvest Oktoberfest. I've got 5 pounds of 5 pounds of Vienna, 3.5 pounds of Munich Light, and 2 pounds. I'm sorry, I'm messing that up. 5 pounds. 5 pounds of Vienna. Man, I'll have to look at the grain bill. I don't know. I've got some Vienna, I got some Munich, and then I've got something else in it, and I can't remember. Oh, Pilsner. Okay, so I'm sorry. 5 pounds of Vienna, 3.5 pounds of Pilsner, and 2 pounds of Munich Light. That's right. And then I've got a little bit of Magnum up front for bittering, and then Holler Tower in the last, I think, 10 or 15 minutes. Pretty standard. It's going to be about 6.2%, hopefully. I've been getting a little less efficiency lately. Not really sure what's going on. I don't know if it's my crush or what, but anyway, pretty good brew day going on. The color looks pretty nice. Yeah, so here, let me show you what the color looks like. You can see that. Looks like an Oktoberfest. All right. So anyway, maybe I'll get a little bit more of the brew day when I do some hop drops and stuff. So talk to you later. Bye. Okay, I missed a lot, but finished at 10:52 for my Oktoberfest. I've got the spunning valve set up at about 12 psi. If it goes higher than that, this valve is set so that it starts letting bubbles loose. I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, you saw one there. If I turn up the pressure a little bit, you'll see it. It'll start to let off pressure. But I love the way this thing works. So this is a pressure fermentation, room temperature. I should be done in about, I don't know, about a week, probably. I love it.